Hi, I'm Sean, and this is my patient Lily. And today I'm going to be assessing the musculoskeletal and neurological system. So first, we're going to start by inspecting. I'm going to be looking at her joints on her upper body. We're going to look at her elbow, shoulder, looking for any kind of swelling, redness, signs of infection or signs of inflammation. We're going to go ahead and test her strength as well. So go ahead and push me away. Good. Pull me towards you. Good. So we just kind of do a basic strength test, which we will do more in depth as we go through the different parts of the musculoskeletal system. So we're going to go ahead and test the deep tendon reflexes. That's using the little hammer that you see on TV. And you gently tap the reflexes and then just make sure that those are intact. So let's go ahead and start with the tricep reflex. So give me your arm. Let it go ahead and just relax it. Let it hang just like that, okay? So this one is right there. Good. So her tricep deep tendon reflex is intact. Next, we're going to do the bicep. You do that by putting your finger right there in the acronon. And what will happen is she'll dorsiflex her arm while her bicep contracts. Next, for purposes, I would normally do it on both sides so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and do the brachiodials. Right. Relax. Relax. Good. Good. So that's intact as well. Next, we're going to move on to the shoulder. So we're going to go ahead and test the strength. But I want you to go ahead and start here on the side. Okay, go up over your head. Nice big stretch. Go down behind your back. Good. And come back up. Go down. We'll go in front of you. At this point, you can bend your elbows up like this. Go out. Come back in. Good. Okay. Now I want you to go over your head. Just go ahead and push against me. Go over your head just like you were. Up like that. Okay. But push against my hand. I'm checking your strength. So you're going to go like this over your head. I'm going to check your strength. Okay. Go ahead. Good. Go push down. Oh, good. You got 4 out of 4 strength. Very strong. Next, I'm going to go ahead and palpate her clavicle. So we'll make sure there's no tenderness, warmth, redness, masses, anything like that. So the chromium process right there. Good. I'm going to go ahead and palpate the head of the humerus. No pain there. Good. And so we're going to go ahead and do a test called the Hawkins test. It's to make sure that your shoulder is intact and not dislocated. Okay. So we're going to go up like this. I'm going to go ahead and try to supination, turn it in a supination position. And normally she'd feel some pain or she'd feel that pop out of place if she had a dislocated shoulder. Next, we're going to be doing the apprehension test, or we call it the crank test. Just for demonstration purposes, we'll use the other hand since it's the better view on the camera. So go ahead and go up like this. There we go. 90 degree. Like this. Watch. See what I'm doing there? Okay, good. So I'm going to go ahead and crank it back. And if her Um, if her shoulder was unstable, she'd be feeling pain and she'd be letting me know that that was hurting her. But that is intact, which is a good thing. Next, we're going to check your elbow, okay? So go ahead, I want you to pump the muscle up like that, okay? So turn around, arms straight out, go up, go down, palms up, turn, turn. Arms straight out like I have them here. Try to go up against my hands, up this way again, which is flexing, push away, good. And then try to turn them against my hand, turn it up, good. Down, good. So your strength there is intact as well, 4 out of 4. So we're going to go ahead and palpate the epicondyle, the medial epicondyle, lateral epicondyle. The ulnar nerve is on the inside of the arm here, and then the olecranon process. So that's intact there. We're just making sure that there's no masses, making sure that nothing's moving the way it's not supposed to be moving. Next, we're going to go ahead and move on to the wrists and hands. So I want you to hold your hands up like this. So we're going to check ulnar deviation. So can you go like this? Good. So that's intact there. Go ahead and do extension and flexion. So up and down. Good. So that's intact. So with your fingers, go up and down, up, down, up, down. Good. That's hyperextension and extension. And then abduction, adduction with your fingers. Out, in, out. Very good. So that's all intact there. So abduction, adduction of thumb and fingers. So you go like this with your thumb. Out, in, out. Good. So the Phelan's test, we're going to go ahead and do that. That's a check to see it's a good indicator for carpal tunnel syndrome. So actually we do the hand grip first. Go ahead and grip my hands. Give them a nice squeeze. Good, good. So 4 out of 4 strength on her hand grip there. And then the Phelan's test, go like this. You go up, keeping your elbows, keep your elbows like right there, go down, down. And if she would have had carpal tunnel, she'd be feeling some numbness or tingling in her thumbs, forefinger as well. So the thumb opposition is, so open your hands like this. So we're going to test for thumb opposition. So go ahead and touch your small finger. Watch me, please. There you go. And do the pad of this finger here. This finger here. This finger here. Good. Fingertip. Good. Looks like all that's intact. So the next thing we're going to do is called point-to-point localization. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and touch a spot on this hand, okay? And with that hand, I want you to touch it. Exactly right. Can you close your eyes? Good. Touch exactly where I touched it, okay? So that's just making sure your sensation is intact, neurologically intact in your hands, okay? right. So next, I just want you to do this. I want you to watch me, close your eyes. I want you to watch me and then close your eyes. I want you to touch your hand, your tip of your finger to the tip of your nose, okay? Go ahead and do that. Tip of your finger to the tip of your nose. Good. Nicely done. And proprioception. So this is the one where I do your finger up and down, and I want you to tell me if it's up or down, okay? Ready?
Up, down, up, down, up.
Good. So that's intact there. Next, we're going to do stereognosis. So on this one, I'm going to put an object in your hand, and I want you to identify it, okay? Hold out your hand. Close your eyes.
A pen.
Yep. Hold out your hand.
A rubber band.
Yep.
Tape. Battery.
Yep. Good job. So she can identify the objects. Again, check neurologically intact there. The next one we're going to do is similar. I'm going to be like drawing numbers or letters in your hand, okay? And you tell me what number or letter it is. Close your eyes. Let's try an easier one here. Just open your hand all the way.
Is that one an E? The last one.
Try this one.
One.
Yep. Try this one.
2, 3.
Yes. And one more.
8.
Nope.
2.
No. Here, I'll try a different one. Yeah, good job. So you're intact there in the graphothesia. And then, so next we're going to do something called 2-point discrimination. Sit up. So I want you to tell me if I'm touching you with 1 or 2 points, okay?
So like 1 point?
Yeah. So go ahead and close your eyes again.
2.
Yep.
1.
Yep.
2. 1.
Yep.
2. 2.
Okay.
2.
Yep.
1.
Yep. Good job. So you're intact there with a 2-point discrimination. Next, we're going to check your, it's pain, but it's not really pain. It's soft, sharp, and vibration. First, I'm going to check vibration. I just want you to tell me if it's vibrating or not vibrating. Can you close your eyes?
Vibrating. Not vibrating. Not vibrating. Not vibrating. Vibrating.
Good. So that's intact. Next, it's
So that's
soft
soft.
and sharp. Okay, so this is soft, sharp. All right. So close your eyes again.
Soft. Sharp. 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 Soft. Soft.
And I would do it on a number of spots. If I felt, you know, if I felt like she's probably had a deficit. So her touch, pain, vibration, sensation with her eyes closed is all intact. Next, we're going to move on to the lower extremities. So we're going to go ahead and, again, make sure we're going to look at the joints, inspect, make sure there's no signs of swelling, redness, heat, anything like that. So go ahead and stand up for me. So go ahead, I'm going to have you walk to that table, walk back. So I'm watching, making sure that her gait is okay. Go ahead and walk towards me again. Good. Now I want you to do, you know what toe to heel is? Okay, I want you to go ahead and walk toe to heel there. This is kind of checking your balance and your gait. All right, so that looks pretty well intact for the tandem walk gait and heel to toe. So next is something that's called Romberg's test. Is to check your balance. Okay, and so I want you to go ahead and turn around towards the camera so the camera can see you. Good. Put your arms straight out in front of you. Put your ankles together. Close your eyes. So I'm looking for her to drift, to fall, like, kind of move from one side, like go forward, go back. Basically, I know that she can do that and that she has the balance. Go ahead and sit down. Next one is called pronate or drift. And so I want you to turn your palms up, put them out in front of you, and look straight ahead with your head straight up. Close your eyes. I'm looking for any type of drift one way or another. Okay, let's be serious. Good. Okay, so it looks like both of those are negative. So next I want to go ahead and just do a quick, go ahead and sit back down, that's fine. Palpate of the joints. Make sure that, there's no pain, tenderness, redness. Check for temperature. Go ahead and push away, push down, up. Okay. Push up, kick up, down. Lift up with your knee, down. Good. So the basic general lower extremities looks like everything's intact. We're going to go ahead and assess further each group. First, we're going to start with the back. So go ahead and sit up for me. I'm checking for posture. Her head is normal, cephalic. Look at me straight. Look over here. Okay, everything's midline. Everything looks pretty symmetrical. Yep, good. Everything looks symmetrical. Body alignment. I don't see any abnormalities in her body alignment. So go ahead and turn around. I'm going to check the curves of your back. Turn around for me, please. Good. So I'm checking the cervical spine. So I would look for anything asymmetrical, any sign of masses. Again, always looking at the skin, looking for redness. So everything looks symmetrical. If you just kind of run your fingers down, you can kind of feel any abnormalities. Her spine is straight down with that slight curve where it's supposed to be. So that's good. You can turn back around. Thank you. So next we're going to check for kyphosis, scoliosis. So what I want you to do is go ahead and stand up here, look away from the camera, and put your hands out in front of you together, look straight ahead, and just bend over like you're going to touch your toes. So I'm looking here, making sure that, either side of her shoulder blades are coming up, that'd be a sign of scoliosis. It would kind of look like that. And I'm making sure that the alignment of her back is good. I don't see any hump in her back, indicating she has kyphosis. So that's all good. While we have her turned around, we're going to look at the symmetry of the scapula. Okay. We're going to look at the iliac crest or hips. Superior iliac, you can turn around. Go ahead and turn around. Come over here. Let's check iliac, superior iliac. We're going to check her femoral head, and all that seems, or the trochanter, the femur, which is here. Everything feels intact, and so you don't feel any pain or anything, right? So we're going to go ahead and do the range of motion. So go ahead and let's turn this way for the camera. Go ahead and touch your toes. Go all the way back. Stretch back. Good. Go down side to side. Stand up straight real quick. Put your arms down to your side. Just go down to your side like that. Other side. And can you rotate like this? Good. So that range of all that range of motion is intact. The Trendelenburg test will test see if our balance is in line as well. Turn around. And then just go ahead and lift your knee up. Good. So if it wasn't, she'd be shifting to the left, trying to compensate for her balance being off. But it is intact. So go ahead and lay down real quick. Get your feet up. So check again. I have her lift her leg up, and I just dorsiflex her leg. You know, if she was feeling any abnormalities in her hip, that'd be hurting her. All right, so next we're going to assess the knees. So go ahead and sit up here, sit on the edge there. So I'm going to go ahead and start by palpating. I'll palpate the distal femur. Good. The tibial, tuberosity, the patella. Good. So I'm going to go ahead and have her go ahead and push on my leg. Push it. Try to go down. Good. So with flexion, so I can obviously I'll do it one more time. Okay. Kick real quick. And go down. Good. So those that range of motion is intact there, and her strength is intact as well. The hyperextension. So can you go past the knee a little bit? Straight, even more straight. Good. So she can hyperextend that about 10 degrees, which is normal. So we're going to do the drawer test to check her meniscus to make sure her meniscus is intact. So go ahead and lay down for me. We're going to go ahead and put your leg up at a 90 degree. Scoot back a little bit more, just a little pinch. There, that's perfect. So put our leg at a 90 degree angle. Sit here. We'll like push it forward. So I go feel her meniscus is intact. I can feel her toes moving. So and it slides and it doesn't move like it should. So all right, sit back up. Oh, the last thing is, I'm sorry, lay back down. Go ahead and run your heel up your shin. Just shows the coordination. Good. Other side. So coordination is pretty much well intact. Next, we're going to go ahead and look at her ankles and feet. Go ahead and sit up on the edge, please. Let me see your ankle real quick here. So we're going to check the, we're going to go ahead and palpate the talus, medial malleolus. So this is the lateral malleolus, medial malleolus on the inside, the Achilles tendon, the tarsals, and the metatarsals we're palpating. Good. Range of motion. So, normally I could have her dangling her legs off of an exam table, but go ahead and push up. That's dorsiflex. Push down like a pedal. Good. And so go like inward, go the other way. Inversion and eversion is both intact. Go ahead and sit up. Let's do that sitting up at the end. See if we can get a better picture of it. So can you put your ankle up here so it's in the camera? No, like sit back. Good. Okay, so go up with your foot. Just up like this, down. Good. And go in and out. Eversion, out, like that. Good. Nicely done, thank you. And go ahead and flex your toe, just your toes. Move this foot. Move this foot. Flex your toes up. Go all the way down, curl them all the way in. Good. So muscle strength. So, and I've done this before. I've done this a few times in this assessment, but go ahead and pull up against my hand. Pull up against my hand, just with your foot. No, like that. Okay, go ahead and do it. Push down. Good. All right, so her muscle strength is intact. Next, we're just going to check the proprioception of the great toe. Again, similar to what we did on the upper extremity. Close your eyes. Tell me if it's down or up, okay? Down or up?
Down.
Good. So that's intact there. We're almost done. You've been very patient, but let's just finish this up, okay? So go ahead and lay on your tummy. And like that. So next we're going to check for the Achilles tendon. Can you scoot that way? So she wouldn't be able to move that at all if I was doing that. So you lift up there, and her foot wouldn't move like it should if her Achilles tendon was ruptured. Next, we're going to check the deep tendon reflexes of the knee and the Achilles tendon. So go ahead and sit up here. Get my nice little hammer out again. So we're going to, the patellar reflex is right below the patella. So right there. There it is. Let's do this one. There it is. All right. Next, we're going to check the tendon, deep tendon reflex on the Achilles tendon. So her toes will slightly dorsiflex. So let's see. I hit the right place. There we go. Good. So those are intact as well. And next is the plantar resource. So the plantar reflex, or the Babinski's reflex, is so on babies, you want their foot to curl out, but they really shouldn't do it on kids. Don't. So unless you really feel it, don't do that, okay? It just tickles, but she didn't have the reflex, so that was the negative reflex. So the cerebral function, we can kind of assess that as we go along and do the rest of our assessments. So alert and oriented, I would say times 4, a little silly, but alert and oriented. Um, so she's quite awake. So think back just recently, what did we start with when we did this assessment? Up. Very good. And a little further back, what did you eat for breakfast? Did you have breakfast? What did you have for dinner last night?
I had lunch. I had brunch.
Oh, you did? Okay. And so, what's 3 plus 3? Basic math.
6.
And what's 9 plus 9?
18.
Good job. So her basic knowledge is intact. Thought process, you could kind of just tell that she's appropriate in her responses. Abstract thinking, that seems to all be intact. She's been appropriate in communicating with me and articulation in her speech. So, so tell me about what you're going to do after this assessment.
We're gonna go camping.
Yeah. What are we going to do up there? How are we going to get there?
We're gonna drive and do separate cars.
Yeah. Good. So, she can articulate her thoughts, and it seems like all of her mental faculties are functioning properly. Well, that concludes our assessment of the musculoskeletal and the neurological systems. Thank you for being so patient.